On today's show, we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Let's get this show started. As you guys know, we have the live Q&A during the show, and you can call in by clicking on the link. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has moved to Roma. His move to Roma is completed, and he will be on loan until the summer with ASA Roma. Eddie Nketiah has had bids rejected from Arsenal, and there's more transfer news in regards to Eddie Nketiah in today's video. Stay tuned. Renato, Sanches, including additional midfielders such as Bruno, Guimarães, are both linked to Arsenal this January. Find out who we will sign. Another academy player has gone on loan in Folarin Balogun. Arsenal also linked to Alexander Isak as an alternative, but we'll find out to who. Arsenal also linked to Frenkie de Jong. Yes, the Barcelona midfielder could be moving this summer if a formal bid comes in from a big club. Also, we are linked to Vlahovic, and we are currently the favorites to sign him. Stay tuned for more on that. And also, we're still giving away the shirts. If you guys want to win a shirt, all you have to do is check out the community post, and it will tell you everything and all the instructions how to follow those, and you can win a shirt. And also check out my Twitter, and that's another way you can win a football shirt. Stay tuned for more, guys. Peace out. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Nketiah on EGTV, and I'm back again with another video. I come to you guys with the first transfer video that I've done after my guy SHOX's unfortunate passing, and I'm just gonna touch on this quickly. And like, this guy has left a big mark on the whole Arsenal community, the whole Arsenal Twitter community, and everybody else. And I'm gonna have a couple of the regulars on. We're gonna just talk about the transfers. And before we do that, I just want to say a couple words, and hopefully everyone has a couple words to say. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. If you want to click on the link, you can come in, call in, have your say on the transfers, or whatever you want to say in general. And as you guys already know, I've already posted it on the community page. There is a GoFundMe for SHOX and his SHOX's family. He left a daughter and his beautiful partner behind. So of course, if you guys want to donate to that GoFundMe, you can do that. I have Pevod, Sahal, and Shai here today. How you guys doing?
Hey, mate.
Sahal,
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Sorry.
No worries.
Hey, go.
How you doing? Anybody want to say some words on SHOX before we begin? Because like, I know this is the first time I'm gathering more of us together on the channel before it happened, after it's happened. So anyone want to say a couple words? I know Gerard, you've only met him I think once, but of course.
No, a few times actually, like a few, and we talk on we DM, yeah, man, SHOX. As everyone said in the Twitter Spaces, SHOX has always been super supportive. I've only met him maybe 3-4 times through you, Eagle. And sometimes after our streams here, he, myself, and Aslan will stay back and we have chats. No, not just football, but everything, life. And he was very, very positive. As you know, I have my channel, and he was very giving me great advice and always supportive and pushing me and whatnot. So yeah, man, you'll be missed. Sorely missed, bro.
Yeah, Shai, I know you got to know him in the short time that you knew him also. Did you have anything to say in regards to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, my first YouTube video was because of SHOX. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, my first YouTube video was SHOX, Reese, and Cam. And I think that's how I got introduced to this side of Arsenal Twitter that we've met. And now we all get along like a house on fire. But apart from when we're bantering, etc. But we're one big family that gets along. So that's all credit to him. Even though he's up there looking down at us, he's still the glue that's holding the Arsenal community together today. So rest in peace, SHOX. And your legacy will always, always live on within the Arsenal community and Twitter in general.
100%. I'm thinking I'm going to change the name of my show from Arsenal Transfer News Today to just like Arsenal Transfer News show like SHO in general. Like, that's what I think I'm going to do from now on. But yeah, Sahal, what are you saying?
Yo, a new show for a little bit longer than you two. We had so many conversations, so many bantering, so many arguments, so many jokes. He'd be truly missed. He was one of the legends in our community. I don't know what to say, man. It was heartbreaking. My heart's still broken. I'm just praying for his family, his daughter, keeping him in my thoughts. And honestly, just heartbreaking for such a person to pass away and so suddenly and so unexpectedly. I just was rewatching the Burnley game, and it just made me laugh, man. And he always did that. He just put a smile even on my face, and that's was so special about him. And he would be truly missed in the community, man. He was one of the true ones out here.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, he got meningitis, and then from there he went into a coma, and unfortunately they tried to wake him up from the coma, and he couldn't, and he didn't make it. That's the easiest way to put it. Of course, I know it's hard to explain it, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to go in thorough explanation. Azan, did you want to say some words?
Yeah, big up everyone. You go, everyone on the panel.
Yeah, big up Azan.
Yeah, it's shocking news, bro. We all found out yesterday, and SHOX was definitely one of the day ones that I got to know with you, Gunner Express. So how you welcomed me onto your platform, 8-9 months back, and he's one of the ones that I connected with very well. I saw him as a friend, as a brother and family, like I'm sure we all do. And yeah, man, he's just going to be sadly missed. My heart goes out to his family and his loved ones at this time. My condolences to them, and my prayers and my thoughts are with them as well. But I know for sure SHOX is in a better place. He's definitely with the Almighty up in heaven. He's now an angel. And yeah, rest in peace, SHOX. Love you, bro.
Facts. Guys, I'm just gonna play this quickly because I know you guys. He always put a smile on his face, especially after losses, draws. Doesn't matter what game it was, he'd always put a smile on his face right after. So I just wanted to share this quickly, so you guys can see this. 1 second, where is it? This is it right here. Like he'd always come on stream.
My brother, walk. Oh, shit. Hey, my brother, walk. Oh, shit.
He'd always just come on, always laughing, giggling, smiling, making jokes. And this is one stream that made me laugh always.
So still.
Can I just give this guy his flowers? One of the guys
always
said,
loved talking about. He always loved talking about the fact that he was the first one to say, "I want Ramsdale."
He's better than Ramsdale. What are you saying, bro? You deserve your flowers today. What is Ramsdale getting?
Big up, man. Big up. Hey, listen, get Sahau off this, man. I've been listening. I was walking back from the shop. This guy don't want to admit shit, bro. Like, what's up with Sahau, bro? Come on, Sahau. It's nice to smile sometimes, bro. Come on. A little bit of positivity in that.
Bro, those two clips there literally just says everything what you need to know about SHOX, bro. Like his energy, his aura, everything about him was real, and that was literally him on camera and off of camera, bro. Like he was one of a kind, man.
There you go.
Yeah, Igal, before we move on, the only thing I'm going to say is I watched the video again, and he agreed with me about Ben White. Just saying. Just saying.
So leave it up to Sahal to break the ice. Anyways, guys, let's go straight into the first thing. Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Roma. Thoughts, feelings. I'll just give my feelings first. I feel like Ainsley Maitland-Niles going to Roma is a good move for him. It's a good move for Arsenal because maybe we can raise his value, get him some game time. He'll come back, hopefully a better player, getting a good lesson in how to defend, and he might want to end up becoming a right back eventually for somebody else. But for us, I think his time at Arsenal is done. I think he wants to leave. And if we didn't give him this move, there would have been another Instagram story coming out ready to go for him about being upset about us rejecting a move. So let me throw the floor over to you, Gerard. You're first. Give me your take. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with your sentiments. He was one of my favorite players, but of course, since he started training stars out the Prem, not getting any moves he wanted, I think this is the best thing for him. And under a manager like Jose Mourinho, why not? That'll be a great move for him under elite manager like him. And I just said maybe he can improve his craft and we can get some money for him in the summer. So yeah, I'm good with it.
There you go. Shai, how do you feel about the transfer?
A bittersweet feeling for me. I feel like Niles wasn't given a fair chance at Arsenal in the preferred role that he wanted to play. But if this comes at the cost of he's on loan, Roma eventually buy him, let's say in the region of £20 million, and we can then replace him with someone better. It's sad to say bye to another hell end product, but I'll be happy with it in the end.
Okay. Soho?
Yeah, Egal, I said this already with Maitland. He just became too much for the club, like with the social media post, him not wanting to play right back. Honestly, I just would have sold him, took about 10 million for him because he's running down his contract anyways. So what's a loan really gonna increase that much of his value? I don't think so, really. And we're losing him in the squad regardless. So I would have sold him for about 10 million. I think Roma would have been happy to pay that. I think we wanted about 20 or something. Nah, I would have sold him, really. Honestly, I can't lie. I think it was time to go.
There you go. Aslan, final one before we move on to Eddie Nketiah next.
Yeah, look, for me, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I had high hopes for him because, look, he's one of the oldest members out of the current Hale End graduates, right, within the men's squad. And when he first broke through, I was really excited. I thought he was a talented player. And once, Hector Bellerin suffered that injury, when he came in and played or covered as that fullback option, I thought he was doing really well. And for the most part, he kept all the other backup options as backup. Like, he was the main starter. I do agree with Shai where, like, I feel he has been mistreated. Like, from the moment Bellerin came back fully fit, he was dropped all of a sudden. That's how it felt to me anyway. But yeah, from within that time, it's clear to see that he's not in the manager's plans. It's unfortunate. Obviously, not every Hale End graduate is going to work out in the men's team or the starting 11. But look, I wish him all the best on his loan spell, and hopefully he gets as much game time as possible. And then, we can move him on and he can focus on his career as a professional. So all the best to him.
Okay, safe. Moving on to the next topic. Guys, surprisingly, Arsenal have... Oh, Shai's gone. Surprisingly, Arsenal... Okay, she said she can't hear anyone. She's going to leave and jump back in. The next topic that I heard was Eddie Nketiah's bid was rejected. Apparently, we rejected a bid for Eddie Nketiah, guys. First of all, just so you guys know, we apparently rejected a bid from Gladbach, the Bundesliga club, for a bid for Eddie Nketiah. They supposedly bid for Eddie Nketiah to try to get him in a January transfer window. Recent bid from Gladbach was rejected, as per David Onstein's report earlier today, about 12 hours ago. So thoughts on Arsenal rejecting Eddie Nketiah's bid? I know it's kind of crazy. Aslan, what do you think about that? Why would we reject a bid for Eddie Nketiah? Do you think it was just too small, or he doesn't want to stay? Wouldn't you just take whatever money we can get, or do you think it's smart that the club has their price and they don't want to go below it? Azan, you there? Okay, we lost Azan also. Shai, what are you saying?
Again, I think for Arsenal to let Eddie go for that fee in this window, we would have to be getting a striker in. And until those reports become concrete and start heating up, I don't think we're letting any of our forward men go. As much as I think Eddie should have left from last summer, until that happens, I don't think anyone is going. I think they're all staying, because then we're leaving ourselves bare for the rest of the season, and I don't think Arteta wants that.
There you go. What about yourself, Sahal?
Yeah, I completely agree. But with the rumors with the striker room, honestly, especially with this contract running out, maybe you do consider it later on if we do get striker in. I know we're gonna talk about it later, with the strikers and that. But I think this is another domino with the striker room. Basically, if we get one, that means I think Eddie is gone. If we don't get one, Eddie will stay. So that's basically what's gonna be, I believe.
Okay. And with Eddie going, we also have to factor in the fact that Balogun has already left. And what Shai just said makes sense because if Balogun is already leaving, Eddie's leaving, all these guys going out the door, we have to have another striker already to come in this January, or else we're leaving ourselves hamstringed because Aubameyang's already out of the team. We don't really have any other strikers in the squad. If I'm not mistaken, do we have any other strikers? Aubameyang, but Aubameyang is at AFCON and he's probably not going to even feature for the club much longer. He's on his way out. So what logic does it make to get rid of Eddie Nketiah until we have guarantee another striker in the door? That might be why we're rejecting bids.
Yep.
And also with Balogun leaving to Middlesbrough, like I just don't think it's a good idea to let all our strikers go except for Lacazette. That is ridiculous. Do you agree, Gerard?
Yeah, I fully agree with you, especially with COVID moving rampant as it is. You never know when it could hit, and we'll need an extra striker to come in to replace Lacazette. God forbid, you never know. So yeah, we can't. As Shai said, we don't want to be left too thin. And as you rightfully pointed out, Aubameyang already left for AFCON, and he's not even playing because I think he got COVID, so he might miss the first week. And then of course we just Balogun out, and we just down to Lacazette, unless you want to throw Saka or Martinelli up there. I mean, but yeah, so it doesn't make. I think hopefully that was their thinking, and it wasn't necessarily a mount, but it was just thinking, let's get our affairs in order first, and then we can think about selling Eddie.
Okay. Just before we go any further, guys, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have about 27 of you guys in the chat. If you all hit that like button, you'll see me very, very happy. Thank you guys. Now that was very cheesy, but I'm sorry. Moving on to the Balogun story. I think Middlesbrough is a good loan for him. He needs game time. He needs to play in the adult game. I have high hopes for Balogun. Every single time we have a player come through the academy, I feel like they're better than the last player that we had. And I have hopes that he can become better than Eddie Nketiah eventually. But at the moment, he's just not there. From the first game, I did not think he was ready to play in the first team. And unlike some people, I think it's actually ridiculous to put too much pressure on youngsters like Balogun. Even Saka and Smith Rowe, they're showing levels, but it's too difficult to consistently depend on these guys. So I'm happy that he's getting a loan. Does anybody have any other different takes on Balogun and the loan? Because I think this is just a good loan. There's no question about it. I think the most interesting thing is Arsenal are making good loans now. We seem to be loaning players out to places where they can actually improve themselves and they're going to get a decent opportunity. Where before we loaned out Serge Gnabry to West Bromwich Albion, which was the biggest mistake we made, in my opinion, for our old loans. We used to just loan out people to whichever club wanted them. Now we're actually doing the research. But yeah, just before we move on, anybody have anything to say on this? Sahal, Gerard, Shai?
No, I completely agree with you. I think that after watching Balogun play in the last round of the EFL Cup, he looks like a striker that's not ready for first team football. He's still yet to adjust from that under 23 level to the first team level. So I'm going to be watching him very closely at Middlesbrough and see how he develops. But he is definitely one for the future because the talent is there.
There you go. Just before we go any further, I want to ask everybody here, how are you guys going to set up tomorrow? Because I heard Charlie Patino might be starting, and with Charlie Patino potentially starting, that would be massive for his development. So I want to ask everybody here, what is your starting 11 for tomorrow? And do you agree with the starting 11 that I have on the screen? I'm going to just put it up right now because I think Arteta might go for a strong team. I think he might play Martinelli, Saka,
Yeah.
and Emil Smith Rowe, and maybe even Ben White. I don't think he's gonna go as rotated as we expect him to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this team right here. Would you guys play this? Would you guys play this team, or what changes would you make to it? I'll start with you, Shai. How many changes would you make to this team that you see on the screen for the upcoming game versus Nottingham Forest?
0. I'm very happy with this team.
Mhm.
Igal, you know me already. When it comes to these kind of games where I think, no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, that Arsenal should be winning, I am very much on the side of get it out of the way early, get our players off, and we move to the next one. The one thing that we can't afford at this crucial moment in our season is injuries,
Yeah.
especially with this COVID thing already happening and the cases that we've had. We can't afford injuries. So get it done early, get the big boys off, even though they are the youngsters that are carrying us. Get them off. We rest them for Liverpool because come next week, Sunday, we have a North London derby. So get it done early. Get Saka off, get Smith Rowe off, get Martinelli off. I don't care who comes on. I don't care. We could be playing Xhaka at 10 for all I care. I don't care. Get it done early, get them off, and we move.
Okay, everyone agree, or does anyone think this team is too strong?
No, well, to be fair, we have no choice because we can't even say, well, we could have put Pepe, put El Neni because they're not here. Some of the second guys that we would have used for a game like this are not even here. So yeah, I think I agree with us. This is the team now we will have to feel because of AFCON and any other injuries that we have right now. So yeah, and as Shai said, yeah, get it done early and let's prep for because we have 2 games in 43 hours next week, so we have to be prepped.
Do you guys think Patino won't start, but Xhaka will? Because we got a gentleman here saying Patino won't start. I think that's risky.
Yeah, he will
it's
play.
a possibility. It's a possibility that Xhaka will start. But again,
Yo, guys,
even if that is the case,
just some news about Xhaka. I heard that he wasn't in the pictures, so he could have had an injury or knock or COVID. The training pictures, and usually that's an indication who's available. So I'm not ruling him out, but I doubt now he's starting because usually that tells you, with Arsenal training pictures, the players that taking pictures, they're the ones that are in contention.
See, and on that point though, Sahal, right? This is my thing, and this is my one irk that I still have with this football club. If you know that you're going to be with that party and El Neni come January, that already puts us down 2 midfielders out of the 5, right? Ainsley's now gone to Roma, so we're now left with Xhaka and Nuno as our 2. Nuno? The fuck am I saying? Sambi, sorry. We're now left with Xhaka and Sambi as our 2 first team options, right? If you're going to play now, if Xhaka is injured because he wasn't in the pictures, we're now left with Sambi and Patino as our 2 choices going into a very crucial week and a half for Arsenal. Liverpool home away, Tottenham in between, Nottingham Forest away tomorrow. So
and Chelsea.
I don't even want to think that far ahead.
Yeah, too far.
So whatever business Edu, Josh Kroenke and Arteta are cooking up, can we get it over the line? Because our midfield is looking extremely light.
Let me tell you something, Shai. 1 second, just going off what Shai said. Shai, it looks like Arsenal are interested in Bruno Guimarães, but guess what, Shai? Everton are also interested in buying him, and Everton are looking to submit a bid in the coming days about 38 million for him. So if Everton submit a 38 million pound bid, it will force Arsenal's hand to work faster.
Yo, Igal, can I just add one thing on the previous comment? I honestly believe Arteta and these guys didn't plan for Ainsley leaving, because it just doesn't make sense either. Why would you do something this stupid? I think Ainsley must have forced himself out, or they just couldn't deal with his foolishness anymore, and they just decided to loan him out. But if you're gonna do that, if Ainsley's leaving, and this is why it makes no sense, they should have just sold him. If we sold him now, at least we have some money to play around with. So we should have just sold him.
Sahal, I think everyone here will tell you that there was a level of of reluctance in letting Ainsley go, but of course we probably had to. Now,
But if we do, if we do, what's the point of then sell him then?
But
we
remember
can't.
too, Esahal, a lot of these
They have
clubs
to
don't
want to
have
buy
money,
him.
yeah? They don't, and Roma is one of those clubs suffering right now financially, so they wouldn't have been able to buy him right outright. So I think that's a factor we had to cater to. A lot of clubs don't have money right now, so the loan deal would have been the best option
Okay,
right
so
now.
just before we go on to Frenkie de Jong and Renato Sanches, let's talk about Bruno Guimarães.
Sure.
He is my preferred option, in my opinion, even over a Frenkie, because I think the money we would save on buying a Bruno Guimarães would allow us to then go get other pieces that we need, like a striker, like a backup right back, like some of these other positions that we would need eventually. But right now, Bruno Guimarães is linked to Everton. I'm extremely concerned that Everton could beat us to the punch for this signing.
Yes.
What is your take on this, Gerard?
Yeah, I mean, we know Everton have Usmanov, so they definitely will be ready to splash the cash. They will not take long, and TTV, they will not, they won't take long to make that move. So if we're really interested in, as I said, we have to try and beat them to the punch. Put that bid in first thing Monday or do it tomorrow, right? We have to move early if we're really serious, because I don't see Everton taking long, and I don't see him turning on Everton. Because Benitez, they have a good squad. Guys coming back from injury, so yeah, and they need to replace Sigurdsson right now, so they'll be glad to bring in someone like him.
There you go. What about you, Shai?
Sorry, guys, my connection went. Can you repeat your thing, please?
I'm just talking in regards to Bruno Guimarães. What do you think about him? Is he your preferred signing?
He is 110% my preferred signing. If you guys have listened to me previously, he's been on my shortlist. Him, Boubacar Kamara, Yves Basuma. These are the type of midfielders that I want to see at the carpet. I don't think he's worth the full. I think it's 40 to 45 million euros Leon are asking for. Leon are broke. You take what you're given. Like, you have no money. We are giving you your money. You guys stringed us along with OR. Now you're going to sell him for a fiver. Just give us the players that we need, bro. Like, you need your money. So I think we go in maximum £35 million because he's not a bigger talent than a Martin Odegaard. So you're not worth more than him. 35 million, take it, and we get our central midfielder. Everyone's happy.
Okay. So how do you want to just move on to Frenkie de Jong, or are you done with this?
Now the only thing I'm gonna say about this one is it's interesting, but we see what happens. I would love to him to join my club, but honestly, Leon, we know how Leon moves, man. We got burned by Leon with Awar, and my heart is still hurting, man. I still want Awar at the club, man. Honestly, this Leon are the worst when it comes to business. We know how hard they are with the Lacazette deal, with the Awar deal, and now we with Bruno. This guy, bro, I don't even see them even selling to Everton. These guys are notorious for doing hard business. Like, you literally have to take blood out of stone, and that's how hard it is. So it could happen. Let's see what happens. I'm interested. We're definitely gonna get one midfielder at least, and it's between these players, Kamara, all of these guys that they're on a list, right? And we're gonna see who is end of this January probably.
People saying, yes, Iga need Guimarães. I think we can buy. I think Arsenal can buy a new striker in January. We'll talk about that in a second. Moving on from Guimarães, just to let you know, this is the most weirdest thing ever. Okay, so follow me as I do this. First, we have Renato Sanches, who is now linked to Barcelona. Okay. From off the back of Renato Sanches linked to Barcelona, there's rumors that Frenkie de Jong could come to Arsenal. If a big bid comes in for Barcelona, they'll sell Frenkie de Jong, and they have already sold a former Arsenal player that has been linked to Arsenal numerous times. Numerous times, you guys don't already know. In what's his name? In Philippe Coutinho to Aston Villa. So Aston Villa have now gotten Philippe Coutinho on loan, which frees up Barcelona's cap wages, so they can now get another midfielder in. Reportedly, that midfielder they want to get in is Renato Sanches, and Renato Sanches would then allow a move if possible, for Frenkie de Jong to come in. This is the most craziest turn of events. But first, if they want Renato Sanches, they can have Renato Sanches, in my opinion. I will quickly take Frenkie de Jong off of Barcelona's hands. But as we spoke about this the other day, this whole carousel of transfers will only be triggered by if Barcelona end up getting Renato Sanches, and Arsenal bid a substantial amount for Frenkie de Jong. It's a whole carousel, but I don't really care about Renato Sanches. I personally think Renato Sanches is injury prone. I personally do not want Renato Sanches. I don't know what you guys think. So Samuel, welcome. But yeah, Renato Sanches, Philippe Coutinho are not the kind of players that I personally want. Philippe Coutinho has failed at the top level. His time at the top level is done. He's moving to Aston Villa. In my opinion, that's not even an ambitious move. That's just quantity over quality. They have so many players now in the similar positions. Renato Sanches to Arsenal, I'm worried about his injury history. I'm worried about the fact that he's failed at the top level before. And if all these other clubs are in for him, why haven't they signed him yet? He's at Lille begging to leave. I think at this point, this is one of those, it's similar to Awar. No, Onana. It's a deal that is cheap and would make sense for the club, but the fans more or less are pushing it more than the actual club. I don't think Renato Sanches to Arsenal is a thing anymore. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm gonna start with Samuel since he just joined. Renato Sanches.
Bro, I wouldn't take the risk on him. I think we saw about Swansea it's been 5 years since he's went to Swansea. I think 5 years is a long time. So I think as a player, since then he's developed much more. I think he's got more confidence. He's changed his game. Well, it hasn't changed his game, but he's improved a lot as a player. And you forget, right? This guy, when he came to the Premier League, was a 19-year-old who's never spoken a word of English and has never stepped foot in England in his life before. So obviously, it's going to be difficult. And he was at Swansea, bro. If you trust any player to play for Swansea, it ain't going to end well. You know, so obviously I would like Renato Sanches to come. I think people are misrepresenting him because he played at Swansea, man. Who cares?
Okay. Just before I go to everybody, I've heard everybody else's take on this in Sahal and Aslan. Shai, I haven't heard your take on Renato Sanches. Would you take him?
We are a football club, not a hospital. I don't want him. I'm so sorry.
You.
There is nothing. Listen, especially with the fragility of Thomas Partey already, and the fact he gets niggles every now and then. I can't afford for us to invest in two midfielders that get niggles every now and then we're going to be left with Xhaka and Sambi Lokonga. I'm not doing it. I love Renato. I think he's an amazing player. His injury record scares me, and as far as I'm concerned, in the history of this football club, we've had too many players, too many what ifs because of injuries, especially in the middle of the park in recent years. I ain't doing it again. No way.
Okay, and just so we know, Gerard, it's a no for you also, right?
No, well, I've spoken about Renato Sanches before on your channel. I like him. I will take him. I understand what you're saying, but I will take him in a heartbeat. Okay. I will.
Let's move on to Frenkie de Jong. Just to let everybody know, he has not been directly linked to Arsenal until today. Basically, they said Arsenal Football Club are looking for a midfielder. Frenkie de Jong has become available. Barcelona are willing to sell him for the right price. The article has come out from numerous publications, but the most recent publication, let me show you guys where it said it. It came directly. One second, where is it? I need to get this so I can tell you exactly what the publication is, because you guys are going to start saying, oh, it's fake news. Egal's pushing fake news. No,
listen,
it's the actual serious link. This came out of The Athletic. This did not come from David Ornstein directly, but it came out of The Athletic. Officially, Barcelona are considering to selling Frenkie de Jong if a big offer came in. Arsenal are one of the clubs that are looking to strengthen in that midfield, and Frenkie de Jong would be a possible dream signing in this scenario. It might be an opinion piece, but it did come from The Athletic. They are linking him to Arsenal, and this is the first time he has officially been linked to Arsenal for a move. Before, it was suggestions, but this is the actual first time it's been linked from So what are you guys saying?
I'll go first. This guy's one of my favorite players, bro. before he signed to Barca, right, he made a comment saying he wanted to go the Mars way. He wanted to go from Ajax to Arsenal. He wanted to play for Arsenal and go to Barcelona. So hopefully he can do the reverse way around from Barcelona to the Arsenal. That's a step up nowadays. I'm only kidding. I hope I don't offend anyone. But nah, listen, he will add greatly to this midfield. We're talking about a dream scenario, right? Dream scenario is we get say midfielder. Let's say we get Bruno Guimarães this January window, and we push into the top 4. We get fourth place spot. We see good Champions League football. I think that's when you could see most likely that we will bring in Frenkie de Jong, because we've known since last summer Barcelona are trying to sell all their players. Because I still don't know how the Fernand Torres transfer went through when they're trying to sell all these players because they're 300 million euros in debt. So it doesn't really make sense. But we will sell Granit Xhaka this summer. I'm 100% sure this is Granit Xhaka's last final 5 months of Granit Xhaka Arsenal football. His final 5 months, and I think a potential player we could bring. Because if we were playing that Champions League football, bro, we need elite level players. Because trust me, I don't want to get too carried away, but if we're in the Champions League again, I don't want to know this sideman thing, bro. I want the serious thing. I want us to go all the way, bro. Let's be a little. What do you call it? Beat, but to beat. What's the one that always get beat up? I don't know the word. Is it weak? Oh, well,
Bro,
the weak.
Your connection keeps cutting in and out. If you could do me a favor, jump out, jump back in, bro. Let's just go to you, Gerard. Thoughts on this transfer, the possibility of getting Frenkie de Jong, and everybody in the comment section, if you can do me a favor, smash that like button. We only have 30 likes and we have 140 of you guys in the chat. What's going on, guys? It's absolutely free. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you for the next 2 people who smashed that like. Also, go ahead, Gerard. What are you saying?
Well, as you were talking before, and funny enough, Sam said the same thing I said about Xhaka, but we won't go there. That's a whole different topic. But the only thing with this is how much would it cost, and this might likely be more a summer move more than a January move. I don't see this happening January, but for sure, as Sam said, with a great point, we bring in Guimarães, climb up to 4th, get rid of a certain player, and then bring him in September, and bam, in the Champions League, move in. But yeah, I'm for that. I'll definitely take that. It'll be a great move.
Okay. Let me go to Shy next. Shy, what are you saying?
I think when a talent like Frenkie de Jong becomes available, it's one of those players where if your club can get him, you get him. I've spoken to Arsenal fans about this, and we've tried to work out what does that mean for the formation and the shape of our team. But I came to the conclusion that we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because I think bringing Frenkie de Jong into this current Arsenal team means we have to change formation. But I'm willing to do that if we can 110% land Frenkie de Jong. Before he went to Barcelona, one of the best young talents about. And I feel like we haven't seen the best of Frenkie at Barca because he was playing out of position. They still have Busquets there playing where Frenkie should be playing. So, yeah, bring him to the carpet. If we can get him, I'm all for it. The rivals will have a headache if Frenkie de Jong arrived at Arsenal Football Club. They're going
to call him a flop the next day. The next day, they're going to try to call him a flop. That's what they do. Rivals have no shame. The moment a player joins Arsenal, he's shit. The moment that he's amazing.
The Sun as well too. Imagine the Sun. Only the Sun.
I can see the United fans saying, "Oh, he's a watered down Donny van der Beek."
Oh, wow.
That's what they're gonna say. I can already see it.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't believe we're linked to such quality players.
Yeah.
Like this to me is a dream.
Gal, just for a second, can you imagine Frenkie de Jong, Partey, and Martin Odegaard operating in the same midfield?
We said that before. Yeah. Shy, imagine our bench. Imagine our bench, Shy. If you bring him in, our bench will be elite because you have ESR on the bench, you have other guys on the bench. Our bench will be solid. So in case we, as you said, Odegaard, him, and Partey starting, Martin on the field, Saka on the field, and you have ESR to come on. It'll be lit.
Just before we go to Aslan, we got a super chat here saying, big up Oracle, sending in $5 Canadian saying, we need to go to Barcelona and save Frenkie like we saved Odegaard in Real Madrid. What a comment. I absolutely love that comment. We got some other people saying, imagine de Jong and Vlahovic in the January window, we'd be going dumb. Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
I'm
Big
already
up
going
Bruno.
like crazy with the links. Already.
Just before, thought De Jong flopped at Barcelona.
I
Okay.
think everyone did, bro. I mean,
Every
Barca beat them.
Barcelona situation is
Barca
a mess.
flopped, not the
Guys,
players. Barca
Alexis
flopped.
Sanchez was Alexis Sanchez a flop at Barcelona? Am I wrong?
Yes, he didn't. No, yes,
Is
yes,
that
he was.
is that fair to say he was considered a flop?
Yep, he didn't meet the standards, and they sold him. If he was the best player,
What
they would
about
have
you
kept.
guys? Aslan, Gerard, Shai, was Alexis Sanchez a flop at Barcelona?
No, he wasn't.
I wouldn't
No,
necessarily
that's
say
tough, yeah.
flop. I would say he had his best individual season at Arsenal, but in Barca he was just in the shadows. And sometimes when you're surrounded by greatness, you know, it happens. I think in the season that Barcelona won the league after they had shifted on the likes of, I think it was Pedro, etc. Sanches was key to them winning that La Liga title. I'm not sure of the year, so I don't want to misquote, and then people are, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But there was one season where Barcelona won the La Liga, and apart from Messi, Sanches was their second in command.
Okay. Just before we're done, Aslan, we haven't gotten your take on this. What do you think?
Yeah, look, first of all, apologies. My laptop just crashed and just rebooted. So yeah, but yeah, look, on Frenkie de Jong, bro, this would be a dream midfield signing for me. And like Shai said, obviously, if he was available and if we are not in the mix or entertaining this transfer in the discussions, we would be fools not to do so. But honestly, this being a Jan sign-in is not realistic whatsoever. I feel we may have a chance in the summer. And again, key word, when we qualify, because I'm going to manifest it or speak it into existence. When we qualify for the Champions League, I would welcome this sign-in all day, every day.
Aslan,
I just feel his attributes is definitely needed within our midfield, and we sign him come summer. He will be an instant upgrade to any other player alongside Partey. So yeah, man, I mean, look, he's at a perfect age, and like Samuel said earlier, you know, he made quotes in the past when he was still at Ajax on where his career, he wants to see his career lead. Unfortunately, at that time, Barca came knocking a little bit too early, and he made his dream move. But look, he can come to the Arsenal and definitely help us move in the right direction in that upwards trajectory. So, but yeah, like I said, bro, in January I don't see it happening, but in the summer I would 100% welcome it for sure.
Okay. Just before you go, my guy Sam, we got someone in the comment section saying, "Would you rather Frenkie de Jong or Bruno Guimarães?" I would rather Bruno Guimarães only if it meant we guaranteed another position.
Yeah.
But if I'm picking directly between them two, obviously you're going to take the higher quality player in Frenkie de Jong. But Bruno Guimarães, I'm not saying he's close to him, but if it was a choice between Bruno Guimarães for 35 million and Frenkie de Jong for 70 million, and that extra money would be able to get us a left back, a right back in Lamptey or something like, or someone like Livramento, I'll do it in a heartbeat. But yeah, just before we wrap up here, anybody else have anything to say on this?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you're right to give Bruno Guimarães, but the hypothetical situation is we have to. I don't care. We have to get a lot of players in this summer. If we qualify for the Champions League, because we're gonna have to rotate a lot next season if this dream scenario does happen. So look at Man City, right, where they have basically in every position they are able to rotate. If we get the Champions League right now, and we don't rotate, we will not get to the quarterfinals, because if we have to aim there, we will not even get top 4 next season. So this is why we have to bring in these extra players just to help us compete.
Okay. Just so you guys know, we're done on this topic. We're gonna move on now to Vlahovic. Okay. Everyone had their say on Frenkie de Jong.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Vlahovic. Arsenal are now favorites to sign Vlahovic. As of today, we're now favorites to sign Alexander Isak and we're now favorites to sign Vlahovic. It seems like nobody's really coming in for strikers at the moment, and Arsenal are favorites to sign both of them. So is Dusan Vlahovic everyone's preferred option? I've already spoken to Aslan in regards to this. I've already spoken to Samuel in regards to this. So I'd like to hear Gerard and Shai's take on this first. But Dusan Vlahovic has now been linked to Arsenal again. The rumors are that Arsenal are favorites to sign him. Arsenal have already put in a formal offer. No other club has put in an offer for Vlahovic yet. His agent and everybody else seem to be doing what agents do, and they're trying to sit on their feet. They're not disrespecting the club. They're not doing anything like that, but they're just sitting on their feet, holding their time, biding their time to see if another bid comes in. This reminds me of what happened with Locatelli. They want Juventus to come in. I don't know if Juventus is going to come in, but Shai, I'll let you go first on this one. Is Vlahovic your preferred option for striker? We're also linked to Isak. We're also linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Jonathan David has also been taken off the shortlist. The shortlist is now only 3 options. Jonathan David has been completely removed from the shortlist as of today's reporting from David Onstein and Athletic. But yeah, what's your take on this?
Okay, guys. Don't bite my head off. I'm not sold on this guy. Yeah, I'm absolutely not sold on him. Do I think he's the striker for Arsenal? No. Do I think this thing that's going around, especially on Twitter, as this complete striker that Arsenal are going to die for, do I think he's that? I think that's slightly overstated. This all-round ability that our fans seem to say that he has, I don't think he has it. But the thing I will give him credit for at 20, I think he's 21. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's a very good finisher for his age. That's the only thing I can give him. But if we're going in this direction of where we need this quote-unquote complete striker that has good build-up play and all these other things, then as far as I'm concerned, Vlahovic is not the guy for Arsenal Football Club. We should be going after Isak. That's just where I stand on it. However, people can be wrong. If we do end up with Vlahovic and Arteta mould him into the striker that he wants to take this football club forward, then I will hold my hand up and say I got it wrong. But based on what I've seen, and I've taken time out of my day to watch him play and watch his style, I don't think his style is suited to this current Arsenal team. That's just me.
Interesting. What about yourself, Gerard?
I fully agree with Shai. I'm not sold on it either. I mean, I wasn't too sold on the Isak too, but to compare them, I'd rather Isak if I had to pick between the two of them. And I'm not sold on him. I'm not sold on him. As Shai said, I follow Serie A because I like Milan, so I watched him a few times. Yeah, I'm really not. If we get him, fine, because right now we need some guys in that position, but I just don't want to fill that position for filling its sake. And yes, it's all wrong. The only thing for me he does is he fits this young profile that we're going for. Because, we're trying to get young players and develop the team for the future. But that's it for me. And as you said, he's a decent finisher for his age. But I am pretty cool. I'm not excited. But as Shai rightfully said, if he, just like Ramsdale proves some guys wrong, if he comes in and proves us wrong, well, then fine. No problem. But for now, no. I'm not sold on him.
Okay, what about you, Azan? Can you maybe sell us Vlahovic, because of course you're one of the people who definitely back him. So I want to know, you'd probably be better than me to sell him, because I personally prefer Isak also.
Yeah, look, Dusan Vlahovic, yes, he is currently 21, but towards the end of January, he's going to be 22. Look, for the age that he's at, compared to the other young crop of strikers who are in and around his age, under his current contract, he's the one who's got the less amount of time. Where we are currently in January, he's got less than 18 months, or say 18 months left on his current deal, where the rest have got around 3.5 to 4.5 years left. Price-wise, he's cheaper. He's a cheaper option. And look, we currently have a player under our books on loan at Fiorentina. Now, I don't watch the Serie A like that, like Jared, But from the highlights that I have caught up on, this guy is the one for me. He's my number one choice. And we have someone in Lucas Torreira out on loan at Fiorentina currently. And from what I've seen, he's highly favoured by the manager, the club, and the fans. He's been playing pretty much every single game and has got a lot of minutes under his belt in his current loan spell. And look, he's South American, specifically Uruguayan. And most South Americans, or in Lucas Torreira's case, Italy is his home away from home. When we originally bought him from Sampdoria, not too soon after we signed him, we were hearing a lot of whispers going around where he's not happy at Arsenal, that he's homesick. So where he's back in Italy, if we can use him as a make-weight bargaining chip to trade, for me, it makes total business sense. It's not something we've done in a long while. And I just feel we should entertain that in the discussions. And look, at the end of the day, if he doesn't happen, I would gladly welcome someone like Alexander Isak. For me, like they're the number, like he's my backup option as a striker. But if you told me to pick one, it would have to be Dusan Vlahovic, because from his breakout season last year to this season, he's carrying on that form into his second season. With Alexander Isak, he had a good season. It wasn't last season, the season before, and this season currently, he hasn't hit the run, or he hasn't hit the form that he once produced from a couple of seasons back. So, but look, at the end of the day, whether either or were to come, I feel with Arteta, they will definitely be coached in the right way. And it's safe to say both of their ceilings are very high. But just where we are right now and where he is with his current situation, we need to get this deal over the line, because if we don't do it in January and leave it to the summer, more clubs, more interest, more competition is going to come in for him, rightly so. And the moment we go head to head and there's a bidding war, unfortunately, from what I've seen of our club, we're going to be on the losing side. So this time in January is the perfect time to get this deal. So for me, it's Vlahovic all day, every day right now.
Okay. Gio, our Italian Serie A correspondent who watches the Serie A religiously, talk to me. Tell me, is Vlahovic that guy that Arsenal needs? Is he the cheaper version of Haaland? Is he as good as everyone makes it out to be? Or is he just somebody who just scores goals but doesn't really offer anything else?
You know what, Igal? Like I was like debating if he was good or not, because in Italy there's a lot of strikers that got that one season wonder. So, but now this season he's proven it again. I thought he was like the guy that Fiorentina signed, and we signed him before. Piontek, he came in, he blew up, and then next season he only was able to still score 2 goals. So, I mean, I think he's the real deal. I think if Arsenal get Champions League football, especially the salary that he wants, I'm hearing like 10 million.
Let me just stop you right there for a second. Just to let everybody know, the reason why Arsenal are favorites to sign Vlahovic is because we've already submitted a bid. We've offered them Lucas Torreira, which they want to buy for 15 million euros plus cash. So that is why we are favorites right now. We are the only club who's actually officially come to the table to submit a bid. There's a bid has been officially submitted, and we're trying to sign him right now in January. So that is why we are favorites. And if we do sell him, if we do buy him, immediately Eddie Nketiah is being sold. Balogun has already gone on loan, and Aubameyang can head out the door also. And if he is bought, his first game would probably be against the North London Derby versus Tottenham. That is if we do buy him in time. But that's unlikely to happen in 7 days' time, right? Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Gio. Continue.
No, so if you guys get he wants big money, which is crazy. And right now, Juve, they're not looking good to make Champions League. So if they don't make Champions League, they can't afford that salary. I think he wants between 10 and 12. Arsenal can pay that like that, quick. Premier League teams, they make a lot of money. Every team in like Serie A, they're going through like a bad spell and getting revenue. So if you get him, but I think Isak since Arteta is like more of a like he wants to play how Pep plays, Isak fits him. He could play like the false nine and everything like that. So I think, but Vlahovic, man, I hope you guys get him. To be honest with you, because I don't want him going to Juve because they'll get him like on the 3-year loan, and I don't like those type of deals.
There you go. People keep asking, why is Frenkie de Jong here? If you want to go back a little bit, I thoroughly explained that whole part of the video. Finally, bro, just before we move on from the Vlahovic thing, I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on with that. So obviously we've been linked to Vlahovic a lot, but you know who the alternatives are, guys? We've been linked to 2 players as the alternatives to Vlahovic. We've been linked to Isak, and we have been linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Aslan, I know you don't want either of these guys, but we have to talk about them. Unfortunately, we are also linked to other players in this position. We are linked to Isak and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Isak and Dominic Calvert-Lewin have both been linked to Arsenal on numerous occasions. It looks like if we do not get Dusan Vlahovic, the other 2 guys that we could get are Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Alexander Isak. Would you and David Onstein has reported that they 100% are the backups. So would you take Isak or Dominic Calvert-Lewin as an alternative to why did I say Frenkie de Jong? Alternative to Dusan Vlahovic? And do you think they are good alternatives, or would you rather go for somebody else? Because at the moment, those are the guys that we are linked to. Those are the guys that we keep hearing. Those are the names that we keep hearing. The names that we keep hearing every single day are Calvert-Lewin and Calvert-Lewin and Alexander Isak. Calvert-Lewin and Alexander Isak. Those are the 2 names that I keep hearing every single time. And at this point, I'm starting to think, you know what? There's more to it. So who do we begin with? We're going to start with Isak. Isak is linked to Arsenal on numerous occasions. It looks like he is the second option to Vlahovic. If we were to say the second option to Vlahovic is Alexander Isak, would you be okay with that? Would you be happy with that? Because I think he should be the number 1 option, in my opinion. I'll start with you, Gerard.
No, you see you're changing it now, right? No. I love Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I remember I told you I want that profile of striker, someone strong in the air, someone like Giroud, right? That profile of striker. Right? We put the ball. If things not going well on the ground, the passing not working out, you could put some balls in the air and he will tackle it, he will go for it, he'll put his body on the line. And we need a striker like that. But of recent, his injuries have not been, he has been a bit injury prone. And as Shai was saying, we have to stop trying to get these injury prone players. But I have a soft spot for him, and I always wanted him at Arsenal, and I will take Calvert. I will take Calvert. Only because of that profile of striker. We need that profile of striker. He just need one good ball in the box and that's it. And we need a striker like that will just latch onto any ball in the box and take advantage of it.
Okay. Next, Colin, what are you saying, man? How you been?
Give me Dusan at the carpet, yeah? I don't give a fuck, mate.
Come on, Colin.
I know you were serious, so I know you know.
You're saying Dusan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want Isak or Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
Like, how many times have I said to you, right? If it's not Dusan, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not even being funny, yeah? This guy, 41 goals in 2021. You telling me this guy is not elite? Nah, come on. Come on.
Okay. But would you take Dominic Calvert-Lewin as an alternative? Huh?
I mean, if Dusan can't, if that's all right, if Vlahovic isn't able to get done, I don't know. I don't know. What I would say is, right, what I would say in correlation to that, Arteta knows what he'll want more than me, right? Because what I would want is completely different to what he would do, right? So I don't know. But right now, my mind's my mind and my heart is focused on Dusan. He's the one I want.
Okay. Aslan, would you take Dominic Calvert-Lewin? I know you've said it on other streams, but I want to
No,
hear
it's a hard capital full caps lock NO with an infinity amount of exclamation marks. It's a hard pass for me, man. I mean, look, I understand in terms of profile of player, he's definitely an option to be, that type of profile player would be entertained. But on the player itself specifically, nah, man. I mean, for me, there's better options out there. Look, I understand he's proven to a degree, but he hasn't been consistent enough, to be honest. And yes, look, this season he started off well. 3 goals in 3 games, but then suffered a foot injury, which kept him out most of the first half of the season. He's made a return. But yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, it's a pass, bro. And look, with him being at that age where I've said, the next signings we need to do should be between that 24, 27 age range. He fits that, yes, but along with him being English, the Prem tax is going to be at a very high premium, bro. And with the contract that he's on, I don't think Everton would entertain anything less than 75 to 80 mil. And for us to pay that for him, I don't see it happening, to be honest with you.
There you go. People like the video. Do me a favor, like the video right now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like all of the strikers. I even like Jonathan David, but I'm happy to hear we've narrowed it down to 3 people. Out of the 3, here's my tier. My tier is like this: Isak, Vlahovic, very close, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin just a little bit below.
Representing East Africa, eh?
Right? So yeah, representing Eritrea, not Somalia, guys. Yeah. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is 3rd for me. Samuel, what's your order?
Vlahovic.
Let me know your order. Is it Isak, Vlahovic, Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Is it Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Isak, Vlahovic, Isak, Dominic Calvert-Lewin? What's your order? Tell me in the comment section.
First, I go Vlahovic because I think he has the highest potential of all these 3 strikers. Potentially, if he comes to the team, he'll hopefully elevate us to another level. Second is Isak. I saw him throughout the Euros. I saw him perform for Sweden in and out. In the big stage, he can do it. He can play. He contributes more than just goals. He brings more to the team than something, say, an Aubameyang would do. He offers way more. So off the ball, he does a lot. Third is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yes, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been doing in the Prem, but the level we want to go out, the level we want to be, I don't think Calvert-Lewin should be the one.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Let me just stop this whole thing there. Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
I don't want him.
What?
I don't want him.
Bro.
I don't want Ivan Toney.
Why? Why?
I don't want Ollie Watkins. I don't want these, man. I think if we're going to go for a guy, we're on the right track with Vlahovic and Isak. But when it comes to buying other players from the Premier League that are Premier League proven, Ivan Toney has not done enough for him to be Premier League proven. Like, people keep talking about Ivan Toney. What has he done in the Premier League? He's done damage in the Championship. Okay, since you're from the Caribbean, tell me.
No. To be fair, it's the same problem that Lukaku had when he was at Everton. Ivan Toney plays deep. They have him deep. He's almost calm, almost number 10, providing him when Buemo gets the chances that he should be getting. If Toney goes in a team where he's in the position where he's supposed to be up top, receiving the balls, turning and shooting, trust and believe. Things will be different. And he gets someone that's good on set pieces, puts in some good corners, good free kicks. I agree with Neil. I would gladly take Toney any day because he will play him where he's supposed to be played. At Brentford, he plays deep, very deep.
There you go. I hear you. Everybody here. So Aslan's Vlahovic. You're Vlahovic. I'm Isak. You're Sam.
Vlahovic.
Gerard.
Isak, all the way, 1000%.
Okay.
No, but if I would have to tier it, like if in terms of ranking of my options, it would be Vlahovic number 1, Isak number 2, number 3 would be Ivan Toney / Ollie Watkins.
Can I just say something as well?
I don't want Watkins. I don't want Watkins.
No, but bro, I don't want DCO anywhere near my club, bro. I don't want it.
Fair enough.
Can I say something? You know how great it is that we can debate that we want these high quality players now. Instead of going through the slums, picking up players like Socrates, £10 million.
Imagine if we bought Tammy Abraham.
So great.
Good
God.
No, but again, look, with my options, right? With my options, Vlahovic is a starter. Isak is a starter.
Correct.
Ollie Watkins and Toney would be backup strikers.
Yes.
So
and it gives us a different profile. We don't have the same striker right through. Like Toney is something different. If we need a goal in the 85th minute,
I think if we buy Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he would end up becoming like a Giroud.
Which is what we need. But there's nothing wrong with that. Giroud was a great bench super sub. He was a great super sub.
Yeah, but the thing about Giroud, right? We could have won the league sort of like in 2014 and 2016 if Giroud wasn't a striker. So we need a player because Giroud guarantees you at least 11 goals a season, at least most of the time off the bench. we need a striker who scores 20 goals a season, 25 goals a season to give us the extra step.
I agree with you, but to be fair to Giroud, when we started Giroud, we playing the ball to his feet. When we needed a goal now, we bring on short Sanches, short Theo, and then whipping the ball all of a sudden, crossing it. We didn't play to his strength, but that's not the topic. I agree with you. He did let us down in that season. I'm not gonna, but we did not play to his strengths because Giroud is a madman striker. You put the ball for him, he will do whatever. Look at that goal he scored against us in Europa League. Who puts his head to the foot like that? That's madness, right?
One thing I'll say is, I will not be against us signing a target man to be on the bench. I'm not against that. If we get a target man to be on the bench.
Let me just ask you guys one more thing.
100%.
Let me ask you guys one more crazy question. Would you rather Frenkie de Jong or Bruno Guimarães and a backup right back?
Wait, sorry. What out of those 3 options, who would we want in January?
No. Would you rather Arsenal sign Frenkie de Jong or Bruno Guimarães and a backup right back? Like a Tyreek Lamptey.
A Lamptey and Guimarães? Yeah, I'll take Lamptey and Guimarães. What's the guy from Southampton?
Livramento.
Yeah.
Would you rather Arsenal sign Frenkie de Jong or Bruno Guimarães and Tyreek Lamptey?
No. Again, look, with this question, is it one of the 3 or all 3?
No. Frenkie de Jong by himself or the other 2?
Yeah, so just one out of the 3.
No, but Frenkie de Jong very expensive. So Frenkie de Jong
or Bruno Guimarães and Tyreek Lamptey.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, look, for me, it would be Frenkie de Jong and Lamptey. But again, Frenkie de Jong is impossible right now. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Look,
Champions League,
look, Barca have put a 400 million euro release clause there for a reason. They're protecting their asset.
Yeah.
That's a valuable asset right now. But at the same time, the profile of player, the level of quality of player that he is right now in January, it's not realistic. So let's not entertain it at all. Like, it's not like if come the summer, let's talk about Frenkie de Jong come the summer if he's available. And when we're in the Champions League, then we go from there.
Is this a guarantee we're going to make Champions League? Are you...
No, bro. I'm speaking into
when.
But Samuel, do you know what it is, bro? For the last 17 years, I've been one of the most pessimistic, or since we got rid of Van Persie, sold him to United, I have been one of the most pessimistic, negative Arsenal fans going. Last summer, Igal knows me from all those transfer streams that we done from the summer. Again, I was very negative. Bro, where we are right now, I'm trying to be optimistic here. I'm trying to be positive here. So like I said, I'm manifesting it. I'm speaking it into existence. Where we are right now, Arteta and these group of players have done very well. Now it's down to the likes of Vinay Venkatesham and Edu Gaspar to stand beside Arteta and show him support and persuade or tell Josh Kroenke that the backing needs to continue. If it doesn't, and we fail to get top 4, bro, I'm going for Vinay's and Edu's next, bro. Like, those two need to be go out the door, like, fired immediately. Because the way Man City roll with their CEOs and their director of footballs, they back the manager. They have board meetings and convince the ownership or the chairman who they need to sign. So again, bro, I'm being optimistic here. I'm being positive here. Now, if that's a problem, I don't know, man. I lose all hope then.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up here. Big up to all the people in the chat. We've had over 3,000 people watching today's stream. That's absolute record for this season. And you know what? If you guys already missed the beginning, we spoke about SHOX and, of course, his unfortunate passing over the past couple of days. We spoke about it a lot on my channel, on Twitter, and just like he's gonna be sorely missed. And you know what? I'm not going to stop. Every single show from now on that I do that in regards to Arsenal transfers is going to be dedicated to him. It's going to be called the Arsenal News Show. It's no longer Arsenal News today. Shout out to my guy SHOX. And you know what, guys? Big up to all you guys in the comment section. If you guys could do me a favor, everybody right now, just like the damn video. Yes. It's absolutely free. It helps out the channel a lot. Get this video to at least 100 likes. That would be really nice. We already have 60 plus likes right now. And I see you guys having a good time in the comment section. We'll be back very, very soon with another video. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm going to be going to Dubai on Sunday. So I'm going to be busy from now till Sunday. But appreciate all you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And you already know what it is. The Kitty G out. And shout out to Gerard. His Twitter's right there. I added it. Samuel's right there. Azan, if you guys don't already know, he's using my EGTV Twitter account. So you can reach him there, or you can reach him on his personal and call in. Of course, you don't like providing your Twitter, but what's your YouTube channel?
Oh, no, mate. That's done. That's done. I left that for a fucking time, bro. Like,
hey, no worries.
No. The reason being, right, and I've not explained why, but I probably will at a later date. But it's just because, well, this year I wanted to focus on myself. That's it.
100%. 2022, everyone focus on yourself, and Happy New Year to everybody. And I'll be still posting videos and everything else as we go along. So have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. I'm out.